Alright, so today we're going to learn how to graph a quadratic using a method other than factoring, which is what we did last week. We would factor it and find the roots, and then we would plot it, go halfway between, and get the axis of symmetry, right? Yes. Today we're going to figure out how to find the axis of symmetry in the beginning, then find our vertex and y-intercept. So please open quadratic. What is a quadratic?
Quad means 4.
Oh my god. What is a quadratic? With what exponent?
2.
2. Hallelujah. So a quadratic function is a function with the highest exponent of 2. So f at x is the name of the function. If it's f at x, the name of the function is f. If it's g at x, the name of the function is g. If it's Oreo at x, the name of the function is Oreo. Now we're going to talk about each of our terms and what they are. The first one, if it has the squared, that's our quadratic term. The second one doesn't have the squared. It's called our linear term. What is that last one called if it's just a number?
Function. Coefficient.
Coefficient is the number in front of a variable.
Constant.
Constant. Take a point.
Irrigator. I have a question. So you know, like linear and line. So do you see like that, like when you plug in whatever it's going to be? Do you see that number like on the line?
Yes. Alright, and this is in standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. And we're going to use that every single time. Ax squared plus bx plus c. Yes.
You finish these notes with third period. You get older. It feels like you don't. It feels like they won't finish this.
No. We usually don't. Alright, so first what we're going to learn how to find is the axis of symmetry. What is the axis of symmetry? It's in the middle. What else does it do? Cuts it evenly. And what does it pass through?
The y-axis, x-axis,
The vertex and the
y-axis.
x-axis. Take a point if you answered.
I said x-axis.
You didn't. You said y-axis.
Then I said x-axis.
No, then you said y-axis again.
I said x.
You get nothing.
Yes.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
I thought you were going
So, the axis of symmetry divides the parabola into two congruent halves. And to find it, we use an equation. Now, we know it's x equals, but there's an equation that you can use when it's in standard form to find it every single time. It is the opposite of b divided by 2a. And you do that every time, and it's that easy. Yes?
So like if it's negative, it'll do something.
Right. That's why we write negative b. X equals the opposite of B divided by 2A. That's what I said. Tater tot.
So there you go.
Oh, wait, I'm going to explain that. So this equation is what we're going to use every time in the next 4 foldables, after 5 foldables that we're going to do, or 5 flappies. We're going to start by finding the axis of symmetry of this. Yes.
So like, you know, this equals like a parabola. So what is it called? It's just not.
What are you talking about?
Like, so it can be like equal on both sides, and then so you call it parabola, right? That's what we call that. So like,
No, we call it a parabola because it's a squared.
uh,
Alright, so each time I want you to write x equals the opposite of b divided by 2 times a. It's negative b divided by 2 times a, but we call it the opposite of b. Because if it's negative, a negative and a negative make a positive.
And it's
Positive, it's a yes. Alright, so what's our b here?
negative 2x.
Negative 2. So what's the opposite of negative 2?
positive.
Positive 2. Take a point. Divided by 2 times, what's our a? It's the number in front of x squared.
1.
1, yes.
That's what I was asking.
Yes. I know, but I didn't want to get ahead since I would have to explain it to everybody. Van, stop looking at her. We're 5. What's 2?
Oh my gosh. You need to time out since you are.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I'm going to have to hammer spank you and then put you in the hallway in timeout.
It comes in this order.
Oh, just do this.
You're missing the point when I'm saying to you. What is 2 times 1?
2.
What's 2 divided by 2?
1.
So your axis of symmetry is?
1.
Ta-da! That's all you do.
Wait, 2 times 1.
Okay.
Now, the axis of symmetry passes through the vertex, right?
Right.
So we just found the x value of our vertex. But a vertex is a coordinate.
So it'd be 1, 0.
1 comma, but we don't know the y value, do we?
No.
How could we find the y value?
You have to put something in.
Oh my gosh, look at you go. It's crazy what happens when you pay attention. So the axis of symmetry is the x value of your vertex. You take this, and anytime we try to find a y, you plug in x. So on the outside, I want us to write the x value of our vertex.
We put it out of the kids.
Or, no.
1.
Buckle my shoe.
Your turn.
Ready? So now, we know what x equals. We're going to use that and plug it in here to get our vertex. So to find the vertex, the first thing you do, but you have to find your axis of
Plug your x value into the equation.
yeah, but you have to find it first, right? So in general, we have to find our axis of symmetry first before you can find the vertex. So to find vertex, find the axis of symmetry. Okay, thank you. Then, after you find x and what x equals, you take that and you plug it into your equation. So then step 2 is plug in x to find y. And that's like a general thing, right? If I need you to find any y value, you plug in its x value. So you do that every single time. Alright, what does our x equal?
1.
So what are we plugging in?
1.
So you write y equals 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 3. So everywhere you see an x, you replace it with 1. And that's the 1 that we found up here. Okay? Because we're finding our vertex. We have our x value of our vertex, but we're trying to find y. So what is 1? Yes.
The answer?
No. What's 1 squared?
1.
What's 2 times 1?
2.
What's 1 minus 2?
Negative.
Negative 1. What's negative 1 plus 3?
2.
2. So what are the coordinates of our vertex?
1, 2.
Yay!
Didn't touch, didn't look.
The fact that you have to tell me that.
So you didn't think I would do something.
Wow.
Just
Okay, now we have to find the y-intercept.
You do, and it's super easy. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Move over to the y-intercept.
gotcha.
What is a y-intercept? Take a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
Where what are we graphing though? Is it a line?
No.
What's it called?
Quadratic.
Parabola, yes.
Raspberry.
Yes, ma'am.
You remember that Eric Winker was in second period this morning?
No, ma'am, he was not.
Thank you.
Where the parabola crosses the y-axis. Probably not. I don't think so. Because really, that's the basis of my job. That demands that I'm a good teacher if I take attendance. But I remember who was here. I should probably do that real quick. So while
Say man ain't here so he can get you
Right.
the office. Let's get this.
while I am taking attendance for the first time all day, I think I took it the first period. What is the x value of your y-intercept?
What? Negative.
What is always your x value of your y-intercept?
X.
0. Who said 0?
Yeah.
Take a point if you said 0.
Good job, y'all.
Zero.
Avery.
Don't say zero.
I didn't hear. I said it after.
Y'all said it after a brill.
Don't.
Y'all a bunch of lies.
It's the same thing. They voice the sound the same. We go.
Ben, we go over every day.
No, we don't.
Don't bring it together about me.
Avery.
You may not go over because you don't get enough points, but we have the capability of it every day.
Oh, I thought you changed it. What?
Yeah.
Who was talking to Josh?
Alright, so if the equation is in standard form, which is, she better not have flipped you off.
I did not. What? I did it.
Which is 8x squared plus b.
You better not have.
I did it. Pinky promise.
Don't think you promised me something you lying about.
I did not.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The y-intercept is C.
That was a mother's instinct.
She's not a mom.
I know. That's why I said our
Technically,
mom.
she is.
Yeah. Us.
She is
I would have like 9.
Is it the C? I don't get it.
So the C comes from the equation up top.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So your y-intercept is always the constant. It's always C. So just like in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, it was b, right? It was the constant, so it's just the constant here. So what's our y-intercept of this one?
The con.
What's the constant?
3.
3.
Oh.
That's it.
Hey, you know.
Nope. And you can check it by plugging in 0 for x. 0 squared 0. 2 times 0 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. That's why it's the constant. And that's why we said x has to equal 0 as well, so you can check it just to make sure. A little bit of both. I have my notebooks from last year where I did my interactive notebook, so I use that and I study before I teach it to y'all, so I make sure I teach it right. You should keep this notebook, especially for when you take Algebra 2, because it's the same thing over again. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to open our graphing Flappy, and we're going to write down step by step what you do to graph, even though we've already done it, and then we're going to put everything together to graph this function. So step 1, what did we do first?
Go back.
What did we do first?
On the axis.
Yes, axis of symmetry. So that is not what you said. Find the axis of symmetry, which is the opposite of B divided by 2 times A. Alright, step 2, we plug in to get our vertex, right?
Yeah.
So plug in to get vertex.
Then y is that.
Yep, good, take a point. Find y-intercept. And the final step is plot all the things. So what I want us to do first and every single time is I want you to plot your axis of symmetry. So what was our axis of symmetry for this function? 1. So you're going to draw a dotted line on x equals 1. And I want you to do this every single time. We're not going to do this last sloppy a vertex form today. We're going to come back to it tomorrow. Just to let you know now. Alright, next I want you to plot your vertex. What was our vertex? No.
2.
Wait.
Wait, no. 1 and 2.
1, 2.
2.
Yes, so you go right 1, up 2. Alright, from there, I want you to plot your y-intercept. What was our y-intercept?
3.
3. So go up 3. Now, a parabola has 2 sides, right?
Right.
But we only have one side. How do you think we can get the other point?
From down
We mirror it. Yes, we go across. So if this is 1 unit away, how many units away should it be over here? 1, and then you connect. And I'm going to show you something amazing tomorrow, but not today.
So it has to do with this vertex form.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we were so fascinated by
care.
shading.
Yeah.
That was the coolest.
Yeah. Now, do not ever reflect your vertex. The vertex is the point that doesn't repeat, so it cannot have a mirror point. It stays there. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. You only mirror the other points. Okay? Alright, now I want you to take this foldable, and we're going to cut it in half, and we're going to work on standard form over here. We're going to come back to vertex form. Look at you. The dotted lines, hang on a second. The dotted lines are a little off, so I would fold it in half before you cut. What, sir?
There's another piece.
Abby, do you believe in flipping?
I believe in them because they're a real thing. The question you're asking me is, do I agree with them?
You know the
Yes.
the
Which one? Miss Billings? It's important.